In their dreams, an impossible tree. At its base, a bustling city. A voice. Come to me, child. I've missed you. Return to me, for only you and your brothers and sisters can save me. Return to your roots. Come to Undunian. Return Orilond to what it once was, and is meant to be. A new group of heroes, and an unknown fate. A lost child, a child of innocence, a child of dreams. One of dragon magic, one of justice, and one of rebirth. I unmuted the wrong thing. Thank you for that. If you're just joining us, you can find us here Tuesdays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays now. Wednesdays are out because I am on another channel on Wednesdays. We're also affiliated with Dice Envy. If you're looking for a new set of dice and would like to support me at the same time, use the link in chat and that will do that thing. Meantime, I think we want to just hop into game. What do you guys think? We just want to hop in game?
She's doing the start, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's deafened, so we're fine.
I don't even want to ask.
I was singing a happy song about murder.
Hello, captions, can you hear me? You are on. Please activate.
I'm back.
Oh boy. It's one of those days.
Captions.
Okay.
Allow.
Slash streets back. Let's slash.
Right. So.
And hey, as long as I got the green screen, you can just get rid of that whole box.
No, that would look weird. You'd just be floating down there at the bottom. No.
But I wanna. Hi, everybody.
Do you really wanna hurt me?
So
Sometimes,
who?
Yes. Was that not a real question?
So who wants to recap last episode?
Previously on Moonfall, I got an egg.
I'm gonna cook it.
She is not going to cook my egg. Now, in all seriousness, we killed a whole bunch of mushrooms. We found an egg. Turns out it was a dragon turtle egg. I'm going to hatch this egg and have my own pet dragon turtle. Or not. We don't know when it's going to hatch. Then we continued on. We killed a whole bunch of, what were they, black pudding? Black pudding.
Yep, we killed the remaining 2 black pudding.
Right, so we murdered British cooking.
Rip.
No, that just means we added flavor to it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not... You have to do something to add flavor to it because it's British cooking. Great cuisine of the British Isles is a small pamphlet.
Made it flambe.
And then we found a door, and then I stopped paying attention to what was going on because I had a dragon turtle egg and I was petting it.
I'm gonna cook it.
You are not cooking the egg, damn it!
I'm going to assume Berkrin was on drugs last time because all I remember was lots of thunderclaps and mushrooms.
Sounds about right. And then going to sleep.
Oh, and also I was naked at one point. I remember that.
Yeah.
I can make your hands clap.
I think my text is off. What the shit? Do you see that?
Oh, that's right. I need to bring up Twitch.
I never
Was
changed it.
thoroughly judged upon his nudity.
And he didn't care.
No, he actually started questioning whether or not he needed to get dressed.
Stars! Hello! Yes, I do. It lets me
Come
be a space
on,
and stuff.
Twitch, update. I wish to see what people say. I can't
Why
even
you
see
do
what
this to me?
Stars is saying, and I'm disappointed.
Why you gotta be like this? I won't fall asleep.
So Berkrin was naked because he was trying to fit in places that he shouldn't.
Berkrin was trying to fit into cracks that he shouldn't go into.
You see, Berkrin, things come out of the Kinder pouch. You don't put things in it. That's not how that works.
But it's where Maga came from. How did she get out if she didn't go in? I don't understand.
Just no. All my notes.
Okay.
Stars!
So I turned into a spider and tried to investigate a crack that the spider did not do.
And we're back to molesting inanimate objects. Man, that altar's probably terrified again.
So let's get this right. Berkrin has thoroughly fisted an altar. And now he's trying to molest cracks. Okay.
Now he's investigating cracks as a spider. Gives him more legs.
It was in a door. It was
Hey
a
baby,
door.
want to see my thorax?
Want to see this web spinner in action?
Yes.
This
She put her
is
hand in her
why-
gloves. Our day is complete.
This is why you guys need to be in chat together earlier so you can get it all out of your system, because this is not gluten, luden, food, and luden. Okay? You guys are
but
not
boss-
that group.
But boss, we don't get it out of our system even through the whole game. We do this shit the whole game.
I don't
You
even know
realize
what
it
you
just
just
gets
said.
worse if
So,
we get
okay.
started earlier.
My Wednesday late night, early morning Australian group.
All right, come here, you.
You do realize it gets worse if we start earlier, right?
I don't
we'll
know.
see.
That's-
I mean, there was that time we got on a call an hour early, and it just went downhill.
It was a fun night, though. We had a blast.
I like starting on top and working my way to the bottom. So what are you gonna do?
So you're a switch hitter. I got it.
Alright, so what would you guys like to do?
We are at a fancy door and we haven't opened it yet because that's where we stopped. Because as you said, quote unquote, if we open this now, it will be several hours before we're done.
Right. I
We weren't allowed to play with the
believe
door.
I believe you guys had, when we actually ended, you guys had gone down for a long rest.
Correct.
Yep.
A thing,
and-
Some of us went for a long rest. Somebody else went for a long nakedness, but you know that's all right.
Miss Gig is a dear friend of mine, Stars. We've been friends for over a decade now.
At least.
It's been almost 2, hasn't it?
It's been almost 2, if not over 2.
No, it's been almost
Yes.
2 decades now.
I was gonna say,
Wow.
over 2 would have been, you've known him longer than I have.
Known him a very long time. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. So.
It's gotten me out of more caves than I can count.
Well, get us out of this one. Let's go through the door.
So, Berkrin's gonna wind up having that same dream.
I don't remember the dream.
Having meaningful conversation with an undead instead of wanting to kill it.
Alright. Okay. Yep, dream happens. I don't think previously he knew where it was coming from, but you just confirmed it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who wakes up first?
Oh god, politics. Undead politics. Oh god.
Berkrin, do you mind trying your hand at that hole over there? And you point at the keyhole.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
Sorry, my brain's already there. It doesn't help.
I mean, you've done some work with the crack, and you've done some work with an altar. I figured you might like a keyhole now.
Well, I do have this ball I'm carrying that I hear fits it right in there. Just
Hey, you got something you can stick in it?
stick the ball in there? Is that what I'm doing?
Go and stick the ball in the keyhole.
Okay. I place my ball in the keyhole.
Are you gonna turn it?
I'm not the one that made it into a ball, okay?
I thought it was a stone.
You said it was a round stone. Berkrin.
I said it was a rounded. I did not say it was round. You guys are the ones who have decided suddenly that this stone is round. I said it was rounded and smooth.
Hold on. Are you saying it's more oval shape?
I think my cat's being a ham for your stream, miss.
And I put it in the door. Does anything happen?
Okay, so
I'm trying to get us back on. Get in there!
Get in there! Get in there!
well, it wouldn't have taken that much. Okay, so as you bring this ball towards the stone. Stones are better than balls, anyways. Okay.
You
so
got to have stones.
What are you gonna do?
Big round stones.
do you guys want me to quit?
No.
Okay.
Round stones, yeah.
Can I have one more? Just one more, please.
Okay.
That's what.
It takes 2 hands to hold it.
All right. You good now?
I'm good.
No, but that's
Okay.
alright. Keep going.
Also, that's what she said.
Why are you? Wait. Why should you mute me? I wasn't saying anything through most of that. Anyway, we are opening the door.
All right. So, as you take the stone towards the door, and you start putting it towards the words are hard right now.
I can think of many. None of them will not be funny.
Keyhole?
No.
Glyph.
No. Although there's plenty of those.
It's respective.
It's concave.
orifice.
It's concave? God damn it.
Socket?
Socket. Yeah, that works. Socket.
Socket good.
Sure, socket. I'll go socket.
See, I was trying to be helpful. I was.
I know. It's... The brain is not great today.
I know. I'm sorry.
So yeah, we'll call it a socket. It feels like it just kind of sucks it in, and it goes pretty much flush with the surface. And you guys had seen stuff etched into the door previously, but you couldn't really make it out. The entire door lights up.
What color?
Teal.
Okay, that's not terribly bad. If it was red, I'd be booking it.
Is that supposed to happen?
Well, we are... In my experience, magic doors and caves usually are supposed to do crap like that, so we're good.
I mean, you likely have more experience than I do, so I'm going to go with you on this.
Yeah! Trust the tiny Kender! That's a great idea!
I'd like to investigate the door for any offensive magics.
Offensive, as in.
Like if there's any traps or anything that have been set off because of it.
I was just thinking curses that were rude to you, but you know.
Far as you can tell, it hasn't. But as you watch, 4 of the glyphs. Well, yeah, we'll go with 4. Normally, I would not have.
Woo! Talk about offensive magics.
Yeah. 4 of the glyphs start changing colors. One of them turns purple, and one turns green, and one turns blue, and one turns yellow.
Okay.
I poke the green one. Under the assumption that green is good, because green's my favorite color.
I poke the teal one.
There wasn't a teal one? I mean,
Well,
the
they
rest
started as
the
teal.
rest of the rest of the glyphs are still teal. If you want to do that, sure.
Well, jokes aside, so I think what I will do is I will place my hand palm down on the blue one. Just
Okay.
I just, you know, hold it there for a little while and see what happens, if anything.
Okay, so we've got 2 people with hands on glyphs. You guys don't notice anything happening.
How many of the different color glyphs were there again?
4.
Okay. I put my foot on another one.
Are they warm to the touch or anything? Do they change at all when he puts his foot on another glyph?
No.
Alright, Carl's gonna go ahead and put her hands on the nearest one.
Okay. Give me a
That's
color.
Fuck it, red.
There wasn't a red.
I heard red.
Green, blue, yellow, and what was the 4th one?
Purple.
Thank you. So,
Okay.
I've got green and yellow. You pick purple.
Yep, purple. I guess purple and the blue. Whatever remaining color.
There's a
Yellow.
purple and a yellow. Okay.
Yeah, purple and yellow.
Look at you guys like, what the heck you think you're doing?
So, you guys feel a tingle for a moment, but it seems to fizzle out.
I think we need 4 distinct individuals. Where's that?
Okay. I get
Critter
Grip
of
to
yours?
I get Grip to put his paw on the yellow one then. He's distinct. He's an individual.
Would you like me to lend a hand?
No, we must let the badger help.
Okay, I'll just stand here. Just doing crazy stuff.
Nothing? Anything?
Sorry, what? Sorry. Can you repeat
You're
that?
alright. We're having the badger touch one.
You guys,
It's a
again,
distinct
you get
individual.
that slight tingle, and then nothing.
I don't think the badger likes the tingle either. You see what he's doing with his tail?
I think we're missing something. Was there a second orb?
Maybe it's like Simon says and we have to touch them in a certain order.
Okay, who all
What?
has their hand on a thing?
Me!
Me, I have 2 hands. I have a hand on each one.
Me, they wanted the badger to do it.
So you're just gonna step up and put your hand on it? Like, move aside, Badger.
You'd like me to move the badger aside and grab the yellow one?
I think you should do
Difficult. I
what
think
you
the badger
want.
weighs more than you do.
I think you should do what you want.
I'll go over and scratch the badger's ears and That sound.
Yeah, he probably let you have it.
Give him a biscuit too.
Excuse me, I'm getting rid of.
He likes my little. He likes my little biscuits.
Oh. Voop.
All right, so so at this point, each of us has a hand on it.
Okay. So, as Maga goes to put her hand on the last remaining glyph, you guys feel a zing, and then the colors. Boys?
Hi, Silver.
Excuse me. Link.
It sounds like they're having an awful lot
Oh,
of
that
fun.
was Link, not Silver. Got it.
That was
Yes.
Link and Silver.
And
Like,
this
we're
is
having a lot of fun.
Hey, Drake. Drake, Drake, Drake. Drake, 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 Drake. Drake, 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 Drake. Drake, Drake, Drake. Purr, purr, purr. What's you? What's you?
Too bad we can't teach animals about consent. It'd be,
Yeah.
it might be funnier if they weren't brothers. Yeah. So. Okay, so.
I hear banjos.
It's okay, their last names are Lannister anyway.
Carrying on.
Since when? Anyways, as Maga puts her hand on the last remaining glyph, you guys feel a really strong zing, just it vibrates all the way through your bodies.
Guess
And the
badgers don't
colors bleed through the glyphs towards their respecting corners. So one up towards the top left, one towards the top right, one to the bottom right, and one to the bottom left. And you hear a large click. Can someone give me a, well, what's your guys' passive?
count. 15.
16.
12? Yes, that is correct. 12. Maga!
I have to look. I don't know it by heart.
Oh, I didn't know you heard, sorry.
It's below your skills.
Me. Forgive me, I didn't have my sheet open, so it needed to open up.
You're fine, I'm
I wonder
sorry.
how that's calculated.
Hello?
It is 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier.
Got 11.
Okay. So, Thatch and Caramottin, you both notice Nyx isn't up yet.
Well, time to the badger.
What if we made a Nyx backpack for Berkrin?
I'm starting to hate this cave. No, I think I already hated this cave.
Night stars.
Night.
Chat stopped. It says I'm disconnected.
Bad chat.
Okay.
Bad.
Bad.
You might
Bad.
need to restart Roll20.
Oh, no. On my Twitch, it's on my phone.
Ah, okay.
You don't need
Tell
to
stop because I said goodnight. Can't chat.
Yep. Taken care of. So, yeah, I guess we'll fashion a way to bring Nyx with us.
Drag him along by his toe.
I mean, we could take some fishing line and tie his toes together.
Why would we do any of these things? Can't you just put him in your sack or something?
Sure, then he'll be dead in 10 minutes.
You know, let's not do that. Just strap him to the badger, man.
It's true. The badger doesn't really do anything.
Where did the
Hey!
badger man come
You
from?
be nice to my badger.
I was unaware there was a badger man here.
I am the badger man. Bring all the badgers can to all the kids running down the lane.
All right.
So I guess we'll hook Badger up to grip, or Nyx up to grip, like we did with Berkrin.
Okay.
Well, through the door. Did the door open? I'm sorry. We got distracted by the Nyx
We
thing.
need to push it.
Yep. Carl
Push
will
it.
go and push the door open.
How are you
Through
gonna
the
push
fire
it?
and the flames. Oh, push it, push it.
How are
I
you
would
going
like
to
to-
push it?
Feel good.
I'm
would
gonna
like
put
to-
my hands on either side and push the doors open.
As in pushing in, or
Well, I assume that's the way it is. Can I see the hinges or anything?
no?
Well, then
I
it
think it's
opens
pivot in the
inward,
middle.
so I'm
Is there a
pushing forward.
Is there a handle on this side?
I'm gonna
No.
knock.
Does anything happen when we shove on it?
I knocked. Did anything happen?
You hear a large echo, a little bit more skittering.
Skittering is never good. Skittering usually means things with too many limbs. I'm looking at you, Druid.
At the moment, I've only got
Okay.
4.
You know
Does the
what?
tail
And
count
that's
as
too
5?
many.
Kara's done with his cave, and she's just gonna punch the door open at this point.
That's gonna hurt.
Okay, go ahead.
There's no hinges and there's no handle.
So,
Pivot? Could it pivot in the middle or slide?
If it pivots on the middle, it's just gonna spin like a spinning door and hit her in the face.
I do have my silver gloves on, by the way.
okay, so you hit the door,
Like those little revolving doors.
We hit the
silly store that.
and it just reverberates all the way up your arm, like it hurt. It does not budge when you punch it.
Berkrin just looks at Kara and goes, sort of whispers to himself, I thought I was the dumb one.
Not dumb. I'm upset. I am tired of this fucking cave. I want a clean bath. I am tired of sleeping on bedrock. I
But not-
want out.
When I'm upset, I just hug grip.
I am
It
going
always
to
makes me feel
smack
better.
you, little one.
Harsh. Rude.
So I'm going to go on the right side of the door and push exclusively on the right side.
Are you pushing in, or are you...
In.
It does not budge when you try and push in.
I will attempt to slide it to either side.
If you try to slide it left, it budges a bit. But it's a very heavy door.
It slides, I told you.
One of those things. I feel like there should be a bookshelf in front of it or something.
Carl with pushing it.
Continue to slide it open.
Okay. Give me a strength save. Well, strength throw. Not save.
I will throw my strength at the window.
You can do that with advantage since Caramottin's helping.
Oh god.
Throwing
I'm
it at the
throwing
window,
strength.
it's defenestrating.
I do.
Is it athletics?
I'll help.
Yeah.
So you
Wow.
managed to open it just wide enough
Oh,
for
I
a...
didn't even roll it with advantage, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I got another go. It's exactly the same whether I'm doing it advantage or athletics.
Okay. So
It is the same.
you go to slide, and initially it gives you a little bit of resistance, and then it just almost like it's on a track and it had just sat for a long time. It slides smoothly.
It's literally this door right here for me. No matter how often you open it, it's still just like every time. Okay, so we slide it all the way open.
As
And
you guys open it, you get a strong stench of death and water, and you can hear water. And it's just absolutely
So-
pitch black.
Berkrin, Berkrin will put his arm across in front of anyone and just say smoke, and smoke will fly in.
Anybody got a light? Anybody got a light spell?
Yeah, fire.
I'll have dark vision.
I know we all have dark vision. That doesn't answer my question, though.
Do I have light? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm checking.
I got firebolt.
That
I can-
technically counts.
I
That
can
really
produce
does technically
fire.
count.
I also have this. And it might help.
Thatch, do you want a light spell?
I was just gonna have someone cast light on an arrow and shoot it in the room, sort of like a flare.
Okay, so
Watch this. And she's gonna light a torch and throw it.
Okay, that works too.
It works.
So, as the torch flies away from you, you guys can't really see a whole lot. You see a couple metallic glints off towards the edges, and then very quickly, nothing else, and eventually it clatters on the ground, and it sputters out.
Okay.
So does Smoke see anything? Do I need a perception as Smoke flies into the room?
Smoke flies in. He does not see anything. He senses something, but he can't put his finger on what it is. He knows there's something there.
Oh my goodness. This isn't just normal darkness. It's advanced darkness.
There's something in the dark.
Berkrin, put your hands away from your pants right now. We told you none of that.
So Berkrin is like this with his hand on his scythe, and he just looks at you like, what? And he pulls his scythe all the way up.
Come on, man. We all know you have a hard on for the darkness. We get it.
I cast my light spell. Will it help, please?
So someone did have a light spell. See?
Yeah, you guys have sight for that is 10 feet in any direct 10 feet sphere around you guys.
I'm in a ball.
So 10-foot light, 20-foot dim light is how I read that, I think.
Can I cast that?
Yeah. As a cantrip.
Yep.
Can you cast
That doesn't
on
need, that doesn't
Smoke?
even need the variance done to it. So that's just you cast it. It's done.
Can you cast that on my bird? Wait.
I could,
Nope.
because I can cast it on an object. It just can't be any longer than 10 feet.
Yep. Can't
Can't
cast
you-
it on the bird because the bird doesn't count as an object.
It's not on the bird. The object can't move.
Right.
But it says it has to be, yeah, it has to be an object that can be held or worn by a hostile creature, but it can't be a creature itself.
Oh.
Unless the DM says otherwise, because, rules are fluid with the case of the DM.
Well, if it won't work, it won't work. All
I
right.
think cast, yeah.
Do we have something
yeah.
I can cast it on?
Cast it on my arrow and I will shoot it in like a flare.
I will cast it on your arrow then.
Whee! Whee!
Of all the sounds.
What? I run around with a cape making vroom vroom noises to go faster. What do you want from me?
Can I not grab that? That's frustrating.
What do we see?
Right now, nothing. It's pitch black in there, and you cannot tell how big this cavern is. You hear the sound of lapping water.
Even with the arrow fired into it? but
I
has
shot
the
an
light
arrow
spell
with a light
cast
spell
on it?
up at the ceiling.
Uh-huh. It doesn't
Wow, it's a
ever
big
connect
room.
with the ceiling.
That is a big room.
So I should probably remind you that I have superior dark vision, not just basic dark vision.
Uh-huh.
I told you, it's advanced darkness.
Well, no, superior dark vision sees through magical darkness.
It's not magical.
I don't.
Superior
I think-
darkness. And it's superior to your superior vision.
There seems to be a lax in communication. I understand what you're saying. I don't think they do. I'm gonna walk into the room.
Yeah, I did walk in the room.
You did? I didn't hear you. Okay.
Apparently the darkness muffles the sound too.
All right, so
Darkness.
two of us have now walked into the room.
I am
And
gonna
we don't
note. I am gonna note that these squares are definitely much bigger areas.
Okay.
Are we back at the 180?
Yeah.
We done pulled a 180.
How fast does my bird fly?
That's enough. My frying pan flies faster.
How fast do I fly? Oh yeah, just check the cape.
All right. Well, we're just gonna go. Like at this point, we don't really have a choice. The room is the area in this cave is too big to. Let's just go.
Alright, is that?
Is there possibly a way out in here?
Shit.
If we hear
That's the
water?
wrong one. Hold on.
I mean,
Where's
there's
it on
certainly
that
some
layer?
possibility.
That's the thing, we're not trying to find a way out. We know where the way out is. We're trying to find the thing we came for.
Are you gonna be leaving Grip outside? Or is Grip coming in?
It hasn't updated yet, hold on. Grip is
Follows the
basically... Grip is going to stick with Caramottin, and I am currently flying above the group.
Okay.
Kara would actually tell Thatch to keep it grip back since he's carrying a load.
No, we sent him in first.
Yeah, Grip will follow the Maga then, I guess. Keep the other shorty safe.
And I'll give him another biscuit.
Okay. So, as Griff passes through the threshold with Nyx on his back, the door slams shut behind you guys.
Oh wait, no, it's more of a...
Slides.
Yeah.
What closed the door?
Spring loaded.
You forget to put something in the doorway to keep it open?
Yeah, we forgot to leave Thatch there.
What did we forget to do?
Thatch in the doorway to keep the door open?
You were not going to use my... Oh, well, okay, never mind. Peace. Whatever.
We're gonna wait a moment because I don't want to start this stuff without Ixar.
Do you want to get the turn order, the turn tracker up, and all that?
Actually, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Hi, turn tracker, where you go? Brain. There we go. Okay.
Whip. Okay. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so that's the badger. Now I need to find my token. There I am.
That does not do the thing. That's right.
And remember, Kill, on the bottom of the chat portion, where it says if you click on that, you can select your character, so you're rolling as your character instead of your username.
Ah, I see it now. Thank you. Means I can adjust it for the badger too. Yeah. So was this a surprise attack?
No, we're just prepping it.
Okay, because I was getting some cutouts, so I was afraid I missed something.
The wrong one.
22 for Nyx?
What was his intelligence, though? I grabbed the wrong thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yep, that's an intelligence roll for Nyx.
What?
She rolled the wrong thing.
Oh, right. Nyx.
Nyx
That
doesn't
Nyx.
have initiative, so...
Nyx Nim.
There's too many Nyxes here!
So, Nim's initiative is the dex modifier. So if there's a dex modifier at all, whether it's a negative or positive, then they have an initiative roll.
That feels right.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot louder than I thought that was. Hello. Okay.
11 days!
Next character.
No, Nim's initiative was 20, but
I rolled it twice accidentally, sorry.
yep.
Okay. This sucks.
Whoa! Oh! Something in the darkness creeps up on us and then trips over its own feet and face plants right into the torch.
No, that's not what you guys think that is. That was figuring out who gets hit by what.
Remember, we rolled initiative, so I get an action before we start.
Uh-huh.
I hide.
Okay. A foul creature floats before you guys. Its round body seems to bulge and shift, as if there's creatures that live under its skin. Skin which looks pebbly and rough, a deep, nearly black-red color. A single eye peers out at you, unblinking, a great gash of a mouth beneath it, gleaming with razor teeth. Tentacles writhe wildly around it, eyes at the end of each tentacle, focused on each of you.
No. Why?
I see you.
It's a good thing I'm pretty. Because beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
So where's
Thatch? They talk to everything. Put Thatch and Kara in front. They talk to everything.
So this is floating in the air, out of range as beholders do, because they're not stupid, and you guys walked into its lair. You guys have been in its lair this entire time. Those perfectly smooth walls are from its rays.
I look up at this beholder and I go, apparently we're looking for a book. Do you know where it is?
Behold!
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. You sure about this?
You want to talk to him?
Actually, Kara would want to talk to it.
Okay.
So I'm all for attempting conversation. It's not a zombie. It's fine.
Okay.
So.
So.
One moment. Yeah. Give me one moment. Does it go? Yep. Ha! Okay. Sorry, we rolled initiative, so I had to hit that.
Yep. So, are both of you talking at the same time?
I'm gonna wait for Berkrin to be done.
Okay.
That's what I say. Wait for us.
So it kind of turns towards you, and all its eyes. Well, one of its extra eyes focuses on you. The rest are looking at everyone else. It's not letting anyone out of sight. Yeah. Was that a nat 20, first of all? No.
No, not a nat 20.
I can't give you that then. If it had been a nat 20, I could have.
Because beholders have a very massive perception. Something about, all the eyeballs. But I had to try.
Yeah.
My only other option is to shoot it first, and that's not great for diplomacy.
Yeah.
I would be a little surprised if it didn't have great perception, all things considered.
So
what was that from Berkrin again? About a book, right?
Yeah, apparently we're looking for a book. Do you happen to know where it is?
There's lots of books. Which book do you seek? You cannot have mine. What are you doing here in my lair?
Just looking for the book.
Who sent
Kara. What was Kara? That's information you know.
So, first off, seeing as this is a help creature, beholders are very common in the Abyss, what do I know about... Have I seen or heard of this particular one?
No. So, knowing about a particular beholder is rather difficult with how they come into existence. If it's here on this plane, it was probably never in the abyss.
Okay. What languages does it speak?
I'm not sure that you would know because you don't know this beholder.
Well,
You
aberrations
should
in
just try one.
or the beholders in general.
You would know normally they just have deep speech and undercommon. However, this one addressed Berkrin in common.
So, Kara is going to speak in deep speech and say that my name is Caramottin Fitzlebottom. I am here seeking the book that was written by both Wizard and Dragon. And we were called here by the World Tree.
It hisses, and it draws back a bit further.
We do not seek to harm you, only to save the world. And I'm gonna turn on the full charm at this point.
Okay. Go
I
ahead.
am being as
Charm.
diplomatic as possible.
Go ahead and give me a charisma roll.
Oh dear.
Oh, Kara.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Oh!
What form are you in currently?
She's actually currently in her succubi form.
Sexy beast mode.
It takes an extra eye stalk and peers at you a little bit longer, still untrusting. None of your kind, any of your kind, have ever come in here just for a book.
I'm not like the rest of my kind.
I'm not like the other girls.
I hate my kind.
I wasn't talking just to succubi. All
I'm
of
pretty
you.
sure she was, referencing all of us except possibly the badger.
Have you
I
seen
mean, were you talking about the badger? Have badgers stolen from you before?
I mean, we can't understand any of this, so unless he's responding in common or they.
It.
It would have stuck to common.
Yeah. So I'm really asking all of us, did badgers steal from you?
What is a badger?
Points
just
down.
gonna-
Points
Yeah.
points down to Grip. That's a badger.
Kind of chitters for a moment. Okay. It misses, but one of its rays shoots and it burns a hole in the ground right next to Grip.
Hey! You leave my badger alone!
Well, that just seems rude.
None of us
I know, right?
here to hurt you. My friends here are here at my behest and here at the behest of the World Tree. And she's maintaining deep speak right now. And she is going to say, my true name is Caramottin Kaleth Rizdun.
And that's supposed to
that
mean what to me?
Say that with a mouthful of marbles.
Know you of Lilith?
No. Unless
She is the
Lilith is
mother.
one of the people foolish enough to come in here.
She's the mother of your kind.
We have no mother, we just exist.
Great,
Child.
an agnostic beholder.
Child, don't you know? Lilith is the consort of the Nine Hells. The seventh lair.
And what do I care about the Nine Hells? That's not my home.
Bring harm to my friends and I will call them here to end your existence. Give me the book.
Well, that degraded fast.
Do you understand deep speak?
Okay. I think it's fair to say at this point it has devolved. There was no...
No, that's gonna... I'd like to do an intimidation check on that.
Okay.
Or persuasion, your choice.
Go ahead and try an intimidation. Intimidation, that is... Charisma, correct?
Yep.
Ho-ho!
It backs off a bit further. I do not have this book that you speak.
Where is it?
I do not have this book.
Do you know where it is?
Does it look like I leave?
No. But this is where the wizard and dragon wrote it, and this is the last they were seen it.
Can you leave?
If I wanted to, I'm sure I could. But why would I do that?
Valid.
I bet you can't leave. Probably can't leave.
Your kind do not treat my kind nicely.
Well, you did shoot my badger first.
I
That's
told
a
you to
fair
get it
point.
out of here, you didn't get it out of here.
You shut the door! You're worse than my mother!
Well, that is slightly inconvenient, isn't it? You
As
do
I
not
said,
know
we-
where the book is. Then how do you know it's in here? Some tree told you?
A librarian at the World Trees library said this is where it was last. This is where they were writing it at. I imagine his corpse is the one that's. And she gestures to where we found the library.
Looks like it's thinking for a moment. I do not recall a corpse over that direction.
While you may not recall one, there was indeed one, as well as a bird cage
Bird.
with a skeleton of a canary, I can only assume.
And?
Ask it if it knows the dragon that was here.
Maga.
Dragons live a really long time.
So Maga just said that out loud.
Oh yeah, there's a dragon here. It's in the lake.
Can we is the dragon
What
near enough we
kind
could
of,
ask it questions?
what kind of dragon? Asks Thatch as he very, very carefully moves the egg further behind him.
I don't know. It's a dragon. I didn't ask.
Valid.
Yes.
I leave its hoard alone. It leaves my hoard alone.
Can we pass and ask it?
No.
Badger.
Why not? We don't want anything of yours if you don't have the book.
Gets an interesting glint in its eye again.
Perhaps you could tell us of a way around you to it.
My dead body? So let's be real. You guys can't kill me. You'd have to reach me.
So it says that, and and Berkrin just goes, just sort of goes like this, and fire appears in his hand, and he's just like, I'm sure we could accommodate if we really wanted to.
And
And he snuffs it out and goes, we'd rather not.
And Kara's gonna just go ahead and start flying straight up at the moment, very slowly, lifting herself up. What do you mean can't reach you?
There's of course that. How high up is it? Are we talking 60 feet?
It would have been a good 70, 80 feet up. It knows adventurers tend to have ranged things. It would have tried staying out of range.
Ooh. Okay, so you said it's 80 feet away?
In the air, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna use one solid, my full movement action, since we're still conversing, and just fly right up into its face since I moved 60.
Thatch, if we run really fast, maybe we can just get by him.
I'm gonna wait until he's distracted.
Me and the Badger, let's run.
Yeah,
Play
that's probably a
with
good
it.
idea.
Play with it. We can run.
This thing really needs a hug.
Okay.
Perhaps you should offer.
So you're right in its face, correct?
Yep.
It's
As I said, I don't want to hurt you. But if you won't let us pass, you're not giving me an option.
okay. It's gonna go ahead and try and bite as you move within range of it.
Oh,
It
this poor
misses.
beholder. This poor beholder.
This thing's got like... Oh, it rolled a nat 1 on that, too. Oh!
That is the second nat 1 it has rolled.
It bit its own tongue!
This is embarrassing, honestly. As you get up in its face, you would have seen beholders in the abyss. And you would notice this one looks very young.
This one's like the teenager beholder, which explains its obstinate attitude. Get out of my room, guys! God! I just want to eat Funyuns and Mountain Dew. Leave me alone. This room smells like the abyss and old socks.
So as it tries to bite me, as a reaction, can I use prestidigitation on it?
Sure.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
what?
just clean it up with prestidigitation and be like, you're disgusting. Oh my god.
Just kind of. If a beholder could shrug, you would swear the thing just fucking shrugged at you.
Does this beholder have like acne or something?
Bad breath.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
So, yeah.
Shorts.
At this point, I'd say combat started.
Yeah.
If you could just knock it down a peg, I could reach. Up to you to determine what distance is a peg, by the way.
One-eyed, one-horned,
Okay,
purple people eater.
guys. Everybody keeps
Okay.
talking over everyone. Thank you.
So, whose turn is it?
I gotta figure out where that turn order went.
Yeah, reorganize that thing and let's see who goes
It-
first.
it-
Well,
it
it
did-
goes first,
It,
clearly.
yeah, well, it went. It is
Oh, it
Maga's
is
turn.
reorganized. Yeah.
First. We gonna tackle this guy?
Mm-hmm.
You really
I'm
want to
not
tackle him?
sure he'd let us go at this point. Certainly doesn't sound like it. Maybe you can eat it. I don't know. Give
Doesn't
it a
look very
shot.
tasty. It certainly doesn't smell very tasty. I'm sorry.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna create something to distract it. A type of floaty, fly, bright light object that's going to sit in front of it.
Okay, you did a what? Sorry.
Inner illusion.
Minor illusion, and it's a light.
It's just
Okay.
something to help distract it. Not look at me.
So so Maga's making like a big light bulb floating in space.
Something bright and sparkly out of the way.
It's a disco ball.
Yeah.
There we go. Because it's awfully dark in here.
Okay.
We're gonna party, you know.
Alright, well that's gonna... Is that all you're gonna do this turn?
For right now.
Okay. So that's gonna go
Let's go
ahead
ball.
and end your turn. It is now your turn, Thatch.
How far away is it from me?
You said 80 up.
It's
Which
80
one?
up.
I
If
was
we
already
go-
flying, so...
If we go off the thing, hold on. Well, you're technically right up in its face because you moved double movement. Where is the reveal thing? There we go.
You can see it.
Alright. Isn't that the cutest beholder ever?
Aw, Chibi Beholder!
I cheated, I used my emote.
Yeah, anyway, it's in range of the longbow, so thunk!
Well, no, it's not. Those are
It's
180.
80 plus
Those are
yeah.
180 foot
Oh,
squares.
so 80 up and
180.
180 away from me.
Mhm.
Well, more than that, because I'm all the way in the corner there.
That's 10, so that's 360.
Oh,
Yeah,
this-
which means I can't do shit to it until I get within 150. Well, I suppose I could do a long range, because the longbow can't hit up to 600 at a disadvantage.
Yep.
You can always go your full movement and then shoot. Which would be
True.
like little different beep.
Or just take the disadvantage shot. Your choice.
I'm saying do both.
I'm also proficient, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the disadvantage shot. Disadvantage. Roll to hit. 11.
Yeah, that flies wide of the beholder. And it has
figured.
definitely decided at this point, nope. Like all the other adventurers. Alright, Berkrin.
Hey, he started it.
I did not mean to click that.
Okay. Well,
That's not what I'm doing. I was trying to see how much its range was, and then I clicked it. I clicked the wrong button.
You did it. You created
its
the plan,
range
now you gotta play
itself.
with it.
I believe you can go up to move it up to 60 feet. Any direction. If I remember produce flame correctly.
30 feet.
Oh. Guess I was being generous.
So, Berkrin is going to click his heels together and run 50 feet, and then another 50 feet.
Alright.
That's 100 feet.
Okay.
He's still 140 feet away from it, like...
Yep. Okay. So that's gonna be your turn then, right?
That's all I got.
Okay.
Is there a wall nearby? I do want to ask that before my next turn. Or is the nearest wall 180 feet behind me?
It is no. No, I'd say you probably were fairly close to the wall. So it's now 100 feet because you just dashed 100.
And there's no other wall near it.
Not that you can see now. But then again, you hear the lapping of a large body of water. You can't see very far. You get the feeling of immense space in here.
Okay.
Okay. Caramottin, it is now your turn.
Excellent. I am going to...
Wait, no, wasn't it grip?
Yeah, it was grip.
It was grip.
Also, Nyx Nim.
Grip
Little Nim-
can't really do anything other than skitter behind something or somebody, but I don't think there's really much on the floor to hide behind.
Do we not have anything out for Nyx?
For Nim? No, we don't.
Okay. Let's,
And,
Didn't Nim get a 20 anyways, so Nim
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to go until after Maga, because wouldn't she have to tell it what to do? Right?
For some reason it's not dragging out. Right. See if that fixes it. No, not another Maga. There it is.
Got it. He's right here.
Yep. Okay.
Maga number 2.
And he was 20, huh?
Yep.
Shit. Okay. So yeah. We're on Caramottin then.
Yep. So, Kara is going to use her chains to try and wrap them around and grapple the beholder.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Alright, now, can I use acrobatics or...
You're
instead of
flying.
athletics?
What are you going to use acrobatics on? You have nothing to push off of.
Good point. Okay.
Where's the thing on that? Hello, brain? Okay. So with a 19, you managed to wrap your chains around the beholder, and it screeches in fury at you.
Excellent.
I'm not gonna
I'm
screech.
gonna stop flapping my wings.
Okay. So,
And I'm going to make sure that I just use my wings to move or position myself to where it hits the ground and not me.
okay, you're making an assumption there.
I am going to do my best to make it fall.
Yeah, no. It looks like it's draining, but it hasn't dipped at all. It's just very angry.
Okay.
So as long as you're holding on to your chain blades, you're still there.
Okay. Then can I try and fly straight down into the ground? While holding them?
You can do that, but that's gonna be an opposed strength.
That's fine.
Of course, because the way my rolls have been tonight, you take it. God.
Spike.
So, how much damage is that per footage? I forgot for falling damage.
Hold on.
Why are you doing the rules, lawyer?
No, I'm just trying to remember for my
Rule
own
of
sake.
cool, we're not gonna be going off
Okay.
of that, please.
That's right. Sorry.
Because that
Still
would
new to
ruin almost every encounter I've built.
I know. I'm sorry. That's still
Oh, yeah.
still new to me.
No, this would ruin this encounter. It's oh god. Oh, it's 1d6 bludgeoning per 10 feet up to 20d6. Nah, that just ruined this.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. I mean, yeah, it would make for a quick battle, but this kind of ruins the whole point.
It would make it immemorable. It'd kill the whole point of all the build up here. Okay. You do manage to pull it about halfway down. So now instead of 80 feet up in there, it's about 40 feet up in there.
Okay. And I'm just gonna keep it restrained at that 40 point at the moment.
Okay. And with that, we return to to the Beholder, which no one asked if it had names or anything, which I find interesting for the one that might know anything about these things. Anyways, so it's mad.
Well, it didn't follow protocol after being given a name either, so.
Excuse
And
me,
her
I'm
mind
not
it.
aware of protocol, hun. It doesn't say anything about that in the books.
It's only civilized if you give your name after someone has given you theirs.
Civilized. This is a beholder in the mountains.
That's
Intellect.
the funny.
Alright.
That's the
Oh, it's
fun.
angry.
I see what I've been doing wrong. Okay, with Beholder, am I supposed to roll the eye rays before I roll the ray that it uses?
You rolled a hit first, and then you roll the random table to see which eye ray is actually used.
Okay. Just making sure. Jesus fucking Christ.
Depending
See,
on
this
how
doesn't.
well you-
See, this doesn't make sense because they don't have it to hit with a damn eye ray, not this right. This thing don't ever touch anything.
That's why they stay at range.
Huh?
That's why they stay far away.
It had, and then some fucker had to go and fly.
Well, I think is the fucker for being 80 feet away.
I actually need a moment, guys, to run to the bathroom. I will be right back.
Somebody throw the badger at it.
You mean the badger that has nicks on its back?
Yes! Badger the witness! Badger the witness!
That sounds like a... Gildy, that sounds vaguely like a brothel involving creatures with wings.
Witness me!
Guilty. You know, maybe that should be... once we're all able to fly, maybe that should be our party name, the Flying Fuckers.
I can jump very, very high, but I can't jump that high. Damn it. I am what I am.
And he's obviously the lewdest of us all, considering Berkrin has managed to fist an altar and shove his balls in a socket. And
Hey, you told me to. You told me to.
I don't want to know what he told you to do.
I didn't tell you to try and play with cracks.
True.
Berkrin, you gotta keep Kara out of the head. That's the whole point. Not listen to Kara.
That's so funny. Oh man.
So, the thing is, I have something for Berkrin after this fight. Kara has something for Berkrin if we're actually gonna go with that.
So it's 40 feet down?
Yep, it's now 40 feet above the ground instead of 80 feet.
Yep. Okay, where were we? Right, another failed eye ray.
Wee!
Yeah, I mean, you guys have seen a disco, a veritable disco of color shoot out of this thing at this point. However, it just can't seem to hit anything.
It also would have had disadvantage since it's restrained.
That's because it doesn't think that it's a teenager and it doesn't want to wear its glasses because it thinks those aren't cool.
So I would go with that if it was going for bite, but being restrained isn't gonna restrain its eye tentacles.
Yep.
Unless
Yeah,
you
that's fair.
bound those all up.
The chain is wrapping around it.
Okay.
We'll have to do a specific roll for the tentacles because they can pop out at various places around the chain.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't
that
have
is,
a long enough chain to completely cocoon him.
and even if you did, you'd have to actually go through the process of doing so.
Yeah, no,
You failed to do.
that makes sense. That makes complete sense.
Oh, it's time for the little dragon.
Get him, Nix! Nim! Nix Nim! I have to add that Nim in there, otherwise it just gets confusing.
I need to rename my dragon. I like my dragon's name.
No, don't rename it. Just people need to remember Nick's name. Or Nick's Ren.
I mean, it happens. It happens in reality that you encounter people with your same name and are forced to work with them. So why not?
It hasn't happened to me. What are you talking about?
Your name isn't a common name like David, okay?
No, I don't know too many pixies.
That is certainly less common.
Mike.
All right. So, what is Nim doing?
Well, Nim is going to try a little logic here, and he's going to fly up and ask the beholder nicely, voice of his, may we please not go through this insanity? Please let us pass. We seek.
Looks at Nyx and just kind of wistfully regards it and says, "Huh, a dragon that flies. You are a tiny dragon. You might be yummy."
Here we go.
I am a tiny dragon, but I'm not very nummy.
We will
Is
see.
it gonna do anything else?
That's when Nim pukes.
Still waiting for the answer to my question.
I didn't hear.
Oh, he was asking if we can just go by.
May we please not go through this insanity?
Oh, but this is
Do
great
not have the book
fun.
we seek.
I don't have the book, but I also have not had entertainment.
Is entertainment
And
you
as
seek?
annoying as this is right now, this is quite entertaining.
I've played games like that before.
We have to fight because it's bored.
Then it'll have to die because it's bored. Okay, next.
Die how you were born, screaming and covered in blood.
Okay. So would
We'll get there.
would
Or
Nyx
Thatch.
like to do anything?
In that case, Nyx will use his slowing breath
Okay.
up in its eyeball face and blow his 15-foot cone around him and
Okay. Oh. Do you have his thing up, or do you need me to pull that up to roll that? Because you said something about being on mobile. I'm confused.
Oh, there-
no, just twitches on my mobile.
Okay.
Constitution save.
Con save. I'm sure that'll go well.
What is with this freaking beholder?
I
So
didn't roll.
bad.
I didn't
That was
roll.
me.
Oh god.
Because he's. Yeah.
She was right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Not great, but better. But
Okay.
it's still funny.
So, as Nyx Nim's breath it puffs out in front of him, you can see it envelope both Caramottin and the Beholder. And Caramottin seems like just kind of in slow motion, but the Beholder doesn't seem to be affected at all.
We slowed somebody down.
Wah, wah, wah.
Nyx is gonna fly back down beside me.
Okay. Next, it is Maga's turn.
Maga's already hiding behind her little bright, sparkly disco ball.
Okay. Is there anything Maga would like to do?
You can try enveloping in the snowstorm, just for fun.
Is
See
it
how
within
it will
range?
be cold.
Okay. Is that a cantrip or what is that?
Is that an AoE though?
Press the button, cast the spell.
Not doing this.
Chaos reigns.
Yep.
It's still pulling up Nyx, that's why.
Snowball Swarm. That is not a cantrip, so you will need to do the magic variable.
That is dun 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 dun.
Do you not have the macro enabled?
No,
Okay.
Oh,
and I don't know what it is.
Okay, so for the macro, if you go up to your top bar and roll 20, next to the cogwheel for settings, there's a little listy bar, right? Open that. It should give you the option to use the magic variable. You can either click it there or you can click the checkbox and put it in your bar. It'll put it right beneath your name on roll 20. And then all you'll ever need to do when you need to use it is click it right there.
Okay.
Okay. Where did I put that?
Ooh, fun times.
Why can't I find that? That should be right here. Alright, so with a 4 and a 4. That's negative.
I was
Give
right.
me a
Chaos
second.
reigns.
Well, do I need to do my deck save?
You no, this does something else. I need to hit Donjon.
Spellcasting ability is my charisma. Should I cast my charisma?
Well, hold on, wait to see what happens. But yes, when you do it, you just use your spell attack bonus.
Learn.
Okay.
What's happening?
That'd be pointless. That's too small. Maybe. Okay. I like that. That has similar. Okay, this is something I'm gonna have to roll everything by hand. Where is you? 101. Okay, so a portal opens.
Oh Lord, here we go again.
And your portals.
And through the portal, you feel a blast of cold, and you see a flurry of snow come through. And with it,
A water strider! Oh wait, no, he left.
no, a little white dragon.
Well, that's little white dragons.
But
Let me get him
How little is little?
young. For those of you who know the things on that.
Like Nim.
Yes, but
Some
white.
little warbling like him.
No, not Wormling. Young. Not Wormling. It's bigger than Nim. Okay. So let me go ahead and get this guy in here. What is your...
I have a new little buddy.
If it's nice.
Have a new little buddy.
I need to.
Have a turtle dragon. I can have a white dragon.
Why am I doing that? I'm doing this the hard way. I don't have a token for it. I need to find a token for it. Does it not have any? Right. No, not that. What? No. How mean do you think I am? I could have, but why am I getting all these effects? I don't want effects. I want just a goddamn. Of course, it's a premium. Fine, I will find something that fits color-wise, but otherwise, it won't look like a dragon for you guys. Sorry. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and reveal the spot that's in, just so we can actually see it. Alright, initiative. Right, it's not attack to thing. Slash star 120. It's 11. Okay. Oh, no. Dragon. And okay, so it is, we are on Maga just went and she summoned the little dragon dude. Okay, I believe with that your spell does not work because it did bring in this portal with a dragon instead. See, and I would have to upload that. I don't have time. And what is wrong with that dragon? Go ahead and share that with chat so they know what the hell you just. That one's better. That's a that is very good. That is best boy dragon there. Anyways. Okay. So, it will not get a turn this round, otherwise it would have gone after you, Maga, but we're gonna say it has essentially summoning sickness. And that makes it your turn, Thatch. You can make up to... You could possibly get within range, maybe. You were at what previously? 360 on the ground. Okay. Right. You're in there, but it's still 360. Minus 40 makes you 320. If that brings you within range, you're within range, but I believe that is still slightly out of range, isn't it? That is right at max. Okay. Yeah. We'll say you moved closer because, yeah, we'll say you moved closer. That's why tracking that is big. Yeah, that goes thunk. So, floating up in there with his, awesome little cloak. Thatch pulls back on his bow, lets loose, and it sinks pretty solidly into the beholder. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright. Okay. 101. I think. Brain. Okay, and charisma, right? I mean, that's not problematic. That's okay. That's fine. You'll just use body language. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do? Okay. Alright. With that, it is now Berkrin's turn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, no, it fell down 40. It didn't move any other direction. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so yeah, 60. You're 60 away. You're 60 this way, and then 40 high within that 60. X degrees! Degrees, okay? It's a sphere. It's on degrees. Okay, how high does your ring of jumping take you? I mean, if he wants to try, he can try. Alright. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. That is athletics. Okay. So, you guys watch. We're gonna keep going with the thing. Sorry, it's become a thing for your character. This little edgelord dwarf yells and runs full tilt. And he gets this intense look on his face, and he jumps, and he swings with his scythe, still screaming like straight up war cry the entire time. And the scythe hooks into the bottom of the beholder. Go ahead and roll damage. Well, yeah, roll attack and then roll. Oh, Oh no. You do not get to roll damage. So, you swing, and it just, it barely nicks. You see a flash of sparks as it kind of bounces, and you continue sailing forward. Go ahead and give me a dex save. It would have been cool if it worked. So, you go sailing a good 10, 20 feet, tumbling on the ground. Go ahead, roll me a d10. Okay, you take 2 points of, I believe that's bludgeoning when it's from falling. Kill. Oh, that's a bit of a walk for you. He has now, as a result of the sailing past, gone a total of what, 70 feet? $50 plus 70 is 130, plus another, we'll go with median between the two, which would be another 15. So that's a good 145 feet. Man, that was a jump. It is keeping one of its eyes trained on you. Yeah, but a deep laugh gurgles out of it, though. Ah, yes. This is the kind of entertainment I was hoping for. Alright, whose turn? It is now Grip's turn. Okay. With that, we come back to Caramottin. Hold on, guys. I need a moment. Here. Okay, so your free action was. Let's start there.
Talking to it.
Talking to it. Okay, talk Caramottin.
So, if you're bored and looking for excitement, why don't you come join us? There's plenty to be had as we go through and try and fix the world. Maybe you'll see that not everyone like us is as bad as you might think.
Just kind of eyes you warily. They're not at all trusting creatures, of course.
Right. I mean, she's also not made any attack other than just to move it.
It can't talk.
That's true. I forgot.
Up its mouth, we can't talk.
It tried to shoot my badger. I'm a little annoyed.
So, can I try and... should I roll persuasion then?
You can try that. It looks unfazed.
She's just gonna tighten up the chains a little bit and go in for a hug and not move it, but it's actually gonna act as a shield at this point from any further attacks.
Hug pile. Everybody hug the beholder.
Okay.
Show it we love it.
Well, at that it's gonna try and fight again, seeing as you did move right face.
Well, I've been right in its face.
Yeah.
Since it's grappled, yeah. And restrained by the chains. Nope.
Wait, doesn't it have
Okay.
advantage because
Disadvantage.
Well, no, because it's attacking a creature that's grappled. I thought
No, the grappled creature has.
The grappler has
So that's for the
advantage, not the-
disadvantage. Sorry. That's unfortunate. That's
It's
unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Okay.
feels real bad. Real bad.
Well, not horribly, but enough that if it wasn't grappled and didn't have disadvantage,
That would have sucked.
yeah, that would have been a great big old bite out of Caramottin. That does not happen. Alright, it is now, it is now the Beholder's turn. And it's gonna try again with the raise. It can hit up to 3 people. One, two. Okay, so first ray it tried to hit Caramottin. We're gonna say because it's so close it couldn't actually hit. The next one goes for grip, and the third one goes for the white dragon because it doesn't like another dragon showing up.
Who was Grip hiding behind then?
Maga.
That's up to you.
Maga's the only one down there to hide behind.
But
Does Maga
it wouldn't.
have full coverage, or would Grip have full coverage at that point?
No, Grip's bigger than Maga. He'd have had partial coverage.
Okay, so it adds 2 to your AC, to his AC.
Okay, and it does manage to hit the white dragon as well.
With the 17, yeah, he hits Grip.
Paralyze the white dragon. Wouldn't that be weird? Or petrify, I mean. That's what I
Question
meant.
is, what ray did he hit Grip with? We never adjusted his stats to being a minion either. He still has the base stats.
So that is for grip. And that is on the dragon.
Jeebus, man.
Dragon is gonna be. Go ahead and roll your con save. And. Ooh, dragon does not save. Was that con? No, that's A plus. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, an 18. So I believe that saves. That does save. So half of. Yep. Alright, so Grip takes yep, 9 necrotic. And the dragon, which does not save at all, is asleep. It falls to the ground. That is gonna be /R or B10. 26 damage. Oh, to the white dragon. It's Nyx's turn? Oh, yeah, sorry. Brain. It's had its eye on each It's had its eye on each person. So. Okay. You are the voice of Nyx, so okay. With that, you kind of draw the Nyx kind of draws its attention, and it looks curious. What is this? Can answer. Nyx can answer. Ah. So, the beholder looks at it and says, "Ah, a riddle. Finally a challenge of some sort. It is a cute attempt, but it is obviously fire." I like you. I might keep you around. Okay, is there anything else that Nyx would like to do? Okay, go ahead and roll. That is a cone thing. So that means Caramottin will also have to try to save from that. 5 feet wide. Good question. Let me get back to that. Medium. It's medium. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Make your deck save. You're full in front. That means you're gonna take the brunt of it. However, at that size, you can't completely block it either. Come to think of it, because it is 20. That, yeah, no, that's still. Yep. The beholder, on the other hand, doesn't. Can't explain. So, let's go ahead and roll damage. Where? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Gigs.
Thank you, Rilvis. No, I'd missed that. I tend to miss volumes when I have to restart stuff, so thank you. So what you guys have missed is Nick's Nim gave the beholder a riddle to solve. He solved it, and then Nick's Nim sneezed,
Sweetie,
and in
it's
doing
4d8.
so,
Yes, dear.
and in doing so, spewed acid breath. Caramottin is in front of the beholder, hugging it, so she takes the brunt of the hit from Nick's Nim. Okay, so that is 9 damage that she will take.
And I take.
And Nyx is gonna wipe his nose and say, sorry.
So, why would it be 9 damage that the beholder takes? Or were you talking about me?
You take. The beholder
Yeah.
takes half, even though it's saved.
Yep, I've already got that checked out.
Okay. With that, it is now Maga's turn.
Maga's just gonna look at both of them and say, I don't think so. Not this turn.
Okay. So is she holding her action then?
She's gonna hold her action, not...
Is she readying anything?
Well, Kira's protecting the poor little creature. She's gonna wait.
Or little creature. Fucking beholder. Okay. Okay.
Poor creature, he can't seem to hit anything. My disco ball hits more than he does.
Oh, it would be the dragon's turn, but it is asleep, so it needs to make a... I believe that is a what save on sleep?
Wisdom? Was it what it said the first time around?
Right.
No, it's asleep for 1 minute period. So 10 rounds.
There was no saves?
DC 16 wisdom save or fall asleep for 1 minute.
Okay, yep, it's out. It's out, so... Next, we're on
Unless somebody
to...
wants to wake it up. This is where somebody pulls up the knife wake-up call clip.
Alright. Thatch, it is now your turn.
Free action to say, riddles, is it? What flies without wings?
Yo!
It looks at you a bit annoyed. It's like... Clearly you need more eyes in your head.
That's not the answer, though.
I do not care for your riddle.
You just don't know.
Alright. Are you gonna do...
I'll give you a hint. It's an arrow! Thwack!
Okay.
Okay. Again,
Go ahead and roll damage.
Again, Kara is positioned to take it.
He is large enough I can hit a portion of him with a single arrow without hitting you.
However, it has cover. More than half because we're the same size.
Okay, so go ahead and roll again for disadvantage.
Wouldn't it just be the +2 to AC for partial cover?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case,
gonna whiff
that
then.
will not hit it.
Yeah, it's gonna whiff then. Making this a pain in the ass.
With Caramottin potentially being in the line, go ahead and roll the disadvantage anyways, just to see how far off your arrow flies. Okay. So you actually manage to nick Caramottin. It sticks in her arm. Go ahead and roll damage. Caramottin, you will take half.
Okay.
Okay.
Four and 2.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he also has to roll to see if he's silent.
Alright. That is a wisdom save.
Charisma.
Oh no.
Charisma. Sorry.
Charisma.
That's a charisma save. Yeah, he got it.
Okay.
+6, no wonder.
Alright.
Whoa.
With that, it is now Berkrin's turn.
You have a +6 on both wisdom and charisma? Good grief, man. What are your stats?
Standard
19.
econ bullshit. Why does he get these rolls stats?
18, 19 should all be +4.
Listen. No. Plus the +2 proficiency. Because
All
it's
right.
safe.
Alright.
So Berkrin rises, is gonna like sort of rise to his feet, and he shifts his position, and he taps his scythe twice on the ground, and he runs at it again to jump one more time. Probably
Okay.
not one more time. So he
Go
taps-
ahead and roll the athletics.
So he taps his heels and he wiggles his ring and he runs. Oh god, athletics. Hello. Why is this the one I can't find like half the time?
Okay. Go ahead
There you go.
and
There's a jump.
roll to hit.
Hmm.
So this time, again, little edgelord dwarf sits there, riles himself up, takes a running leap, flies through the air, swings his scythe, and embeds it into the beholder. It lets out a terrifying, echoing screech. Go ahead and roll damage. What am I reading here?
Oh,
Ow!
That is 21 plus 5, so 26.
Okay.
Whack.
Looks painful, whatever it is.
Now I've got my eye on you.
Okay, now go ahead and roll a strength to see if you manage to hold on.
Athletics or strength check? I guess they're the same.
It's strength. You're trying to hold on to your scythe and not fall at this point. Alright, and you hold on. Awesome.
Berkrin is impressive.
On that, yeah, I think we did find his unit so. Oh, this is great. Alright. With that, oh boy. It is now Grip's turn.
Grip's gonna burrow, because he didn't like being hit.
Okay. So he's now got how much coverage? Burrowing, let's say that is a dex thing to do for him.
Got a movement speed of 10 feet for burrow.
Oh, 10 feet? Okay, so that's his movement.
Yeah.
Okay,
Burrow's 10 feet underground.
okay.
So
And
that's
that's gonna
full
give him,
coverage.
yep, which protects,
Him and Nyx.
Yeah, I messed up on not having. Well, he's asleep. He would have auto-failed that roll.
Yeah. So, and Burrow and Grip would have automatically moved to take the brunt of the hit rather than let Nyx take it.
Okay. Because it's good Badger.
Because he's good Badger. He's good boy.
Okay. With that, it is now Caramottin's turn.
I can only do this for so long. My friends are going to continue to attack until you decide to either join us or not. So, let's make a deal. If you can answer this riddle, then we'll let this hit play out. If you can't, you join us.
Go ahead and make a persuasion. Persuasion. Okay. You guys do have some most unorthodox. This has been entertaining so far, despite the blood spilling out of my bottom from your little furry friend there.
You started it.
Silence, Thatch.
Okay.
But let us hear this riddle.
What is the beginning of eternity, the end of time, and the beginning of every ending?
Also, hun, F you, because you know me in riddles. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do a wisdom thing, because I don't riddle well, and you know that. So you go ahead and roll a regular wisdom, and he will roll a save against it.
Just a straight wisdom?
Straight wisdom. Okay. The beholder looks bewildered as it searches through its memories for anything that could make sense with this riddle. And after a couple minutes just hanging there, I'm assuming no one's gonna attack in that time. You win. Fine.
She'll release the chains and smile. They'll hit the answer if you'd like to know. Would you?
Why not?
The letter E.
What is the letter E?
That's the answer. The beginning of eternity, the word. The end of time, the word. And the beginning of every ending.
But
which
what is
also
an
a
E?
word. It's an alphabetical letter.
Luke doesn't know the alphabet.
It has honestly been.
So she'll go ahead and take out one of her pens and draw it on hit the letter E on her hand. All I can think of is the
it is one of your glyphs.
Fuck, I can't read.
It is a glyph then, is what you mean.
Yes, it is a glyph.
My scythe is buried like all the way in your body. Do you not feel this right now?
He's just like dangling from his ass.
It's feeling petty after that. It's gonna take a cheap thing. We're gonna give it advantage on this. Just because you had to poke the beholder.
Ooh.
Alright. Go ahead and see if you can make a wisdom save against the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
It misses.
You've got lots of eyes. You're like, what even is this? Come on.
Berkrin, let go.
Do you realize how high we are?
Yes, I do. And Car's gonna go ahead and just glide over, pick Berkrin up at the hips, and try and fly down.
he's going to put his foot on the beholder and pull his scythe out.
Okay, so with that, you guys have convinced the beholder to join you guys. God help us all.
Yes!
We have
We
to join.
have a beholder buddy!
We have
have
new
gained
friends.
a dragon turtle egg, a white baby dragon, and a beholder buddy.
Well, we need to convince the white baby dragon the young white dragon to join us still.
We are making friends with the monster manual.
Me too. Okay.
If you'd like, I could
Math.
patch you up a bit. I mean, I did make that big old hole in you. I mean, just if you want.
I got it. I cast. This is probably going to be horrible because I'm probably going to get something horrible for doing this, but Cure Wounds. Bing.
I was going to do that. Okay.
So, make sure you do the variable.
Yeah, I got to find it real quick.
If you chose to have it on your bar, it's on the bottom left.
Yeah, I had to find it again.
Okay. Well, at least it's normal. So, 1d8 plus your ability, which is the ability itself, not the proficiency, as we discovered.
So 13 fails, and that is another 4.
Wait, what?
13 fails?
It's not normal for cure wounds?
Oh,
That's magic variance because I'm casting a spell.
yeah. No, that does not fail. That is a normal.
Right. You had me confused. I was gonna be like, you really messed up that table. Whew.
So, no, it's normal. There is no weirdness. It was almost another creature.
It just turns the beholder into another creature.
No,
That's not what you
no,
meant, but that's funny.
no.
So,
Portal.
Kara's gonna take off her patch from her robe that has the jetpack on it
Okay.
and give it to Berkrin.
Okay.
Now, is this a patch or does it become a jetpack?
It becomes a jetpack.
I have so many questions right now.
They should both have Caramottin and Maga should have the stats available if one of you wants to send those over for the jetpack he just received.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
So I healed the beholder. Does it seal up his second butthole?
You mean his only butthole?
I think he's asking wherever I hit him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You heal for 5 points. That totally negates the 26
Oh
damage you
yeah.
took.
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
The surface is nice and healed, but on the inside...
We're all
Oh,
hurting on
boy.
the inside still.
Oh.
So, what is your name, dear friend?
My name is Zaxus.
Zaxus. What a delightful name.
Sure beats having 3.
You have no idea. That's why I stick with 2 now.
I had 13, but the wolves gave them to me, and they're hard to pronounce.
Turns all its eyes at you.
Hi.
So, this is Thatch. He's,
I believe I only have 4.
he's like this all the time. That's Berkrin. He likes to put things in odd places.
I think he noticed. I really think he noticed. I really think it's impossible for him not to notice where that scythe went.
Okay. So
I hope somebody's keeping a record of what Berkrin has put where at this point.
It's like Record of Lotus War, but with orifices.
Holy fuck.
What the crap?
Okay, so at this point, oh, it's not like I have much use for this, and it goes ahead and leads you guys over to a pile of just stuff. In
Like stuff.
let's
there
reveal.
also
I like shiny things.
Actually, before anyone can start grabbing anything, Kara's going to turn and look at the Zoxus. I did tell you we didn't want anything of yours that wasn't the book. I did mean that.
Yeah, we're good.
Shiny things in this pile. I like shiny things.
Okay.
Are you beating your head on the desk?
Okay.
No.
Are you
she's
okay
keeping
there?
Her word. She's keeping her word. Unless you're going to willingly give us these items, we are not going to take anything.
It's not like I can really use most of these.
Okay.
Okay.
Gifts are good. Just don't shoot my badger anymore.
So,
Unless you want to shoot some of these people with the sleep ray, you can shoot them with that all you want. It'd be nice if they shut up every now and again.
Well, beholders do have a silence ray too.
so you
Why am I
guys
doing this?
find 6 potions,
Mm-hmm.
a spell scroll, a green cloak, a mace, a band, a staff, a stone, a sword, an amulet, 100
Shiny.
platinum, 1,500 gold pieces,
Somebody writing this down? Do I need to?
400 silver,
Yes,
336 copper,
Oh, good grief.
Can you
Three-
slow down a little bit?
okay.
How about we
I
just
thought
have...
Caramottin wasn't taking any of it.
Right. She's not. However, other people are trying to write everything.
Hold on. It's okay. Let her go. I'll just...
I'm taking the staff.
3,000 electrum. 7 unidentifiable coins, unless someone wants to try to identify, and then I have to remember what the hell those things were.
Later.
Can do that
A
later.
extremely ornate hoopock.
Shiny.
A pair of ornate gloves.
Ooh.
And an ornate haversack.
So... Do you happen to know what any of this does, or are we going to have to find someone with an identify spell?
Honestly, most of this has been here long enough. If it was used, I don't remember how it was used.
Joy, we're going to need to find someone with an identify spell, because I don't feel like going around with chicken feet again.
Again, all its eyes turn towards you.
The things we do to each other.
But let's just say always know what the boots do before you decide to walk, because they... The sign said 7 league boots, but they weren't.
Also, I'd already planned that you guys would get more than 1 level. I'm gonna award you guys an extra 1 on top of that because, god damn it, you basically went and tamed the damn beholder. What is wrong with you guys?
Successfully tamed the beholder after I had shoved a scythe inside it.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
we had shot it a couple of times and stuck a big blade in its butt.
The group collectively will gain
Ridiculous.
3 levels each.
Woohoo!
What level does that make us?
6.
Level up.
Beautiful.
Nyx is gonna be so bad that he missed all this fun.
XR.
What?
That's the info and the Moonfall group. Oh, yeah, Moonfall group chat. There's the info for the jetpack.
Okay, so what does this stuff look like? Is it just like a standard stick?
It is not a standard stick. Let me see.
She said it was ornate.
Hold on, hold on.
You
Did you
just
say
said
it's not a standard dick? Was I not
What?
right?
Oh, so it's
dick.
you did.
yeah, you did. So I guess I better get that then.
It's not a standard dick. Okay.
I said stick!
No, you didn't.
I
Somebody
said
click.
stick!
Somebody clip that, please. It wasn't charm. Caramottin persuaded the beholder.
Yep. Without charming.
We all kind of did when we started playing riddles.
Well, in my case, I didn't charm so much as throw puns and arrows.
You guys know how long I've been waiting for this encounter.
And then
What
we go and
word
charm
did
the
you
damn beholder,
hear?
right?
For those of you who tend to be aware of TTRPG stuff on Twitter and stuff, Zaxxas was a nod towards horrible people like Zach Smith.
Wah, wah, wah. Well, he best not be anymore since he's part of the party.
So,
No, he's part of our group.
are we gonna continue going or no?
Where are we at time-wise?
We are at midnight.
Time? We're at
Then-
bedtime.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. That would be time there.
All right.
I'm gonna do my level up.
Yep.
I'm mildly disappointed that Berkrin didn't just get to reach inside and pull out some eyeballs, but here we are now.
Okay. So
I'm mildly disappointed we didn't find a magic kazoo.
So the staff
time.
is really ornate on the end, and then it has glyphs all along the handle. It's
I
made
would
out
like
of a
to-
reddish wood.
Take a moment to sit and study this staff. By
Okay.
a moment, I mean however long it takes to figure out what the hell it is, if it's anything.
Go ahead and roll me either an Arcana or a History.
I believe he was trying to loot taking 20.
I was going to attempt the attunement thing where you just know what it does after you attune to it, but if that's not how we're going to do this, that's not how we're going to do this.
Okay. So you're gonna actually try to attune to it, and the way that you worded it, I took that as you were wanting to.
Yeah, sorry. I meant I was going to attune to it in an attempt to figure out what it does. But if you want me to roll Arcana, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead, roll Arcana to see if you can identify it before you attune.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. It.
Now I'm going to attune to it and become the not standard dick.
Okay.
Perfect that it
You
goes in your
attempt
hands.
to attune to it, but you are unable.
Well, isn't that interesting? Hey, Kara,
Yes.
Nice little walking stick to me.
do you have any idea what this is? Beyond the obvious.
I guess I can do a Arcana check to see if I know.
Let's just pass it around the party.
You said Arcana or History, right?
Yep.
think the rule is if you're rolling a second
Okay.
time, even if it's a different thing, it's disadvantage. But
Yeah.
that's up to the DM.
I can roll the history at disadvantage.
Nope.
Maybe I should
You
have done
think
that to myself.
you think you've heard of something that looks very similar to what this looks like, but it escapes your memory as to what it is.
It looks familiar, but I can't quite peg it at the moment. I'm sorry. I'm a little wounded after being shot by Nim by necrotic blasts and getting an arrow in the arm.
Sorry!
Yes, but notice how I didn't hit you.
I did notice that.
And I leaped 20 feet in the air.
Did I mention I was sorry?
Do all your kind fly like that? I've never heard of a flying dwarf.
Only if we throw them really hard.
Not typically.
They bounce too.
They bounce. Like
They
a
do.
bouncy ball.
Yes,
Oh.
indeed, like a bouncy ball.
It looks mournful. For it has no
They
hands.
bounce. You know, like gummy bears. Boink, boink, boink.
You know,
Gummy bears are chewy unless you put them in the freezer.
Zoxus, if you'd like, I can fashion a bonus
Maga,
that
you
has
can
a
actually
one.
do that with advantage for the Arcana, so go ahead, roll again.
Really?
I'm going to check those gloves, I think.
Oh, now I get
Okay.
to add my ability modifier to my second attack.
Maga! You search through your memory, and you remember seeing a staff very, very similar to this. And as you kind of reach with your magical abilities into it, just a little bit, you realize you know what this is.
You?
It is the legendary staff of the Magi. And you look at Berkrin, and you tell him, you can't use this.
Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? I'll give you a hammer
I
for
can't
it.
use it. I was just gonna put a blade on it and turn it into a scythe.
I'll give you a hammer
I
for
can't
it.
do that.
I'll give you a hammer for it.
Oh,
I mean, a hammer is certainly more useful than this. It's just a stick. Here. I have a hammer now?
You do.
I have a hammer.
Go ahead
I
and
can-
send him the information on that hammer.
All right, I can do some renovations now.
so
Don't know how to do that.
I can now grapple two creatures at the same time with my chains that are large.
We can talk about that later. Okay. So,
And I can make them automatically fail their check.
okay. Berkrin, as you take hold of this hammer,
I don't know
you
how to
feel
do this.
it thrum like it resonates through your body. Almost like it's trying to balance out with you.
Well, isn't this curious? Yeah, I will take some time with this thing. I will figure out what this is.
Hammer.
Okay.
I think they're just saying copy paste it into Discord to send it to me, like a message or whatever. I don't know.
You don't get to time him out for saying to just kill off your character, hun. Thank you. Don't be a dick. Okay.
Hey.
He's my coworker. Of course I can be a dick.
In any case, so I'll figure out what this hammer does later. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything else before we wrap up here?
I want to check those gloves.
Yeah, I was wanting to check out the gloves and the stone just to see if I could identify them.
Okay.
Nope! Natural one! I think they're fancy.
Well, they are indeed fancy.
History on the gloves.
He did better than I did.
You happen to know what these gloves are. And you kind of look over at Nyx. And you're like, well, isn't that just the shit? He sleeps through the entire thing, and yet these would probably fit Nyx best of all people. These are the gloves of thievery.
Gloves of thievery. We'll need to make sure these are held for Nyx, because they'll probably fit him the best. And then the band. I know nothing about the band.
Yep.
Apparently.
Yep. You just see a pretty leather band. It's got some designs on it, but they're very worn out and you can't tell what it is.
Ooh. Let me try. I want to try and see if I can see if it. Nope!
Nope.
For the stones.
Okay. The stone you happen to know is the Ion Stone of Insight.
Ooh, delightful.
Nope.
So, Caramottin goes to pocket the stone. Yep.
Oh, look, that just slipped. It's a very nice stone. It is.
You know me well enough to know I probably won't want it. But what is it?
Actually, it might work for you. Might give you a little more clarity. It's the Ion Stone of Insight.
I don't know what that is.
The Ion Stone of Insight, dear Berkrin, it will make it to where you're a little bit wiser whenever you wear it. Well, when you're attuned to it, it orbits your head.
Can my bird sit on it?
What a curious question. I am not sure, actually.
You know, multi-purpose.
I would say that is entirely DM's decision.
On what? Is it
Really funny
multi-purpose?
No. His spectral raven being able to perch on it while it circles his head if he attuned to it.
I mean, it's spectral. It could perch wherever it wants, technically, because it's not actually there.
Which
It is and
still
isn't.
does not realize. He does not. Well, different conversation.
Yep.
Yeah. Were there any whips or chains or anything?
There were not any whips or chains.
Okay.
Please make me
I will defer to your greater experience on this one, Kara.
I highly recommend you use this.
Well, I'm not exactly going to be using this hammer for anything. And he puts it in his bag.
Why the double knot?
Double knot? What?
Why wouldn't you use the hammer?
I will put it as simply as I can. I have a personal connection to this scythe. I will not stop using it. It is my primary weapon of choice. I will upgrade it, but I will use nothing else.
Okay. Well, Zoxus, is there anything you'd like to take with you when we depart?
It just kind of looks at you. With a, are you freaking kidding me? Look.
It is your belongings.
And how do you propose I carry?
You give it to us to carry it for you.
And as I had mentioned, I can fashion you a harness that'll give you arms.
What would I do with arms?
hold
You
stuff.
can carry things. You can bounce the dwarf up and down like a bouncy ball.
You could scratch your nose if you had one.
I wouldn't advise that one.
Scratching his nose? Well, what if his nose itches?
You know the one.
It's a gummy bear dwarf.
You know, I don't want to press too
You're just
fine.
gonna start calling you Harrowbro now.
Okay.
Edge bro.
Edge bro.
Can I have some of that never-ending chicken?
Yes. Yes, you may.
Okay.
So are we done identifying for now?
Yeah, we'll work on identifying other stuff later when we either work on it while we're resting or find someone to do it.
Okay.
So, just so that people know, that is a thing.
Retroverse, correct?
No, actually.
Then how's
D&D
that a thing?
Beyond.
Oh, yep.
What?
It's on D&D Beyond.
Okay. Okay. Well, I bet that's from the Tal'Dorei stuff then. That's the only thing I can think. Alright. Okay, so if we are done identifying, we will call it there for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and kick us over to our credits.